Hey everyone, let's look at a situation that we encountered previously regarding an SVG. So, since we last left off looking at said SVG, I have gone ahead and made a Reddit post to figure out exactly what the heck was going on with it. So, in the Chrome browser, that is Google Chrome, it would render how I expected. As well, the end goal was to be able to click these shapes and each of the shape be filled individually with a selected color. And on Chrome it worked just fine where I could click the shapes and it be filled in with a given color. And to illustrate that, let's just go ahead and see what I'm talking about. Right now I have black selected, so it gets filled in with black. If I select blue, then the shapes will fill in with blue. Okay. I then noticed that on the Firefox, Mozilla Firefox browser, such an effect was not possible. First of all, it came out blurry. As you can see, the lines here are just less distinct. As well, if I clicked a shape, it wasn't filling in the exact shape that I clicked. In fact, only the circle would get filled in. And to illustrate that, I'm going to open Firefox now. So I have this Firefox, Mozilla Firefox browser, and here we see it's rendering pixelated, and with the black color selected, if I click, it fills in the circle. But if I try to fill in anywhere else on the shape, it only ever fills in the circle. I identified some things that were wrong with it. In fact, it was that this circle is rendering to the browser as being 4,000 pixels wide, which is much larger than the screen, and the circle is the topmost element. So no matter where I click within this, it's always encountering the clickable 4,000 pixel wide circle. That's really all I could figure out about it. So I posed the question to Reddit to see if we could get this to work at all on Mozilla Firefox. And we did, in fact, get an answer. Someone came through and noticed that the view box is extremely tiny. Drastically change the scale value, probably set it to 1. Okay, so that's going to be the plan. You noticed something about this SVG, and let me show you what that was for what it's worth. If I go and find the SVG, we see this view box setting, and you see the third and fourth number here are much less than 1. He says to go through and make that 1 instead. Let's go ahead and open up Firefox and do such a thing. So I'm going to open Firefox now. Here in the view box, change that to be 1. And also change the other one that's far less than 1 to be 1. Let's see what we get. Nothing appears at all. How about 91? In 91. Okay, so that's not going to work. It's not going to be that easy, but that's going to be fine. We're going to try some other stuff as well to get this to work. So let's just going to go ahead and open Inkscape. This is the document from which I initially exported the shapes, and so here's document properties for this document. I'm going to change this to 1. And press enter and then close. I actually had already changed it to 1. Previously it was at a much larger number, as it goes sometimes, but now it's at 1. So I'm now going to go ahead and export this image. Just tell me I cannot export it. Let's go ahead and export this image. Make sure I have plain SVG selected and click export. Already exists. Let's go ahead and replace it. And now that I have it saved, I'm going to open up the text file and copy over the text of this SVG. So I'm going to open up the SVG file in my text edit program. This is what text edit looks like on Mac. And select everywhere it says SVG and to the end. Go ahead and copy that. Navigate now over to, I really only care about Firefox, but I'm going to put it in Firefox because it's right here on top. Go to where it starts defining this SVG. It's me line 49 and scroll down to the closing tag for this SVG. Here we go, line 122. And I'm going to paste the new SVG in there. Cool. And I accidentally clicked it just now, but it definitely is working. I can see that the lines are a little bit clearer. I'm going to make it refresh this page by adding some things. Okay, so I'm going to click the blue. Let's try clicking the triangle. Perfect. Black background. Awesome. Now the concluding version of this is going to have as well, let's replace this SVG in the Google Chrome browser just to be sure that it still works. Like we didn't add a regression on the Chrome browser. Select the entire SVG shape. Great. Now let's try to color it in. Circle is blue, background's black, square is blue, triangle is blue. And I guess that's it. It works great. So what was the issue is that this scale value should have been set to 1. And so I set the scale value to 1 in the document properties, re-exported it, and we got a working SVG. Great, so that's the SVG working. I might want to go ahead and change it in the GIST as well. I'll go ahead and just paste the code pin as well in the video feed. And yep, see you next time. Building something good.